Did you know that weak legs are one of the main reasons older adults lose their independence? That may sound frightening, yet every year emergency rooms fill with seniors who can no longer stand after a fall. Doctors repair broken hips, but many patients never walk the same again. A quiet erosion of leg strength begins long before the first fracture. It whispers through wobbly knees when you step off a curb and hides in the tremor you feel when you lower yourself onto a toilet seat. By the time those signals become daily struggles, crucial muscle fibers have already melted away. A 2023 cohort study in the Journals of Gerontology followed nearly 10,000 adults over 65. Investigators used a simple chair rise test to measure leg power. Participants who needed longer than 10 seconds to stand were twice as likely to suffer a fall in the next year, and 3 times more likely to enter assisted living within 5. Those numbers are chilling, but they can change, and that change starts on your plate. Skipping poor nutrition is as powerful as any barbell. You do not need fancy machines or costly powders. 4 ordinary foods carry the precise tools your muscles crave. In this first part, you will meet the first 2. Their nutrients rebuild torn fibers, calm swollen joints, and refill the fuel tank that powers every stride. First, understand the biological storm called sarcopenia. Scientists at Tufts University estimate that adults shed 1 to 2% of muscle mass every year after 50. Over 2 decades, that can erase a quarter of total strength. Picture a sturdy oak losing 1 in every 4 branches. The trunk still stands, yet one strong wind could finish the job. In your body, that storm looks like a slippery bathroom floor or an icy sidewalk. Reduced muscle also weakens balance systems, turning small missteps into major emergencies. Age is only part of the picture. Modern diets often accelerate decline. Convenience foods are high in refined starches and sugar, yet low in true protein. They fill the stomach, but starve the muscles. Some seniors take daily walks, yet forget nutrition. Movement causes microscopic tears in muscle fibers. Those fibers repair only when amino acids, vitamins, and glycogen arrive. If the pantry is empty, tears stay open, soreness lingers, and motivation fades. Superfood 1 is the humble chicken breast. At first glance, it seems plain, but a 3-ounce cooked portion supplies about 26 grams of complete protein. Complete means it holds all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot make. Among these amino acids, leucine is the star. Leucine switches on a pathway called mTOR that orders muscle cells to start rebuilding. Research in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging found that older adults who ate at least 3 grams of leucine at each meal gained far more leg strength than those who ate less. 3 ounces of chicken deliver nearly that amount. Chicken breast is also low in saturated fat, so it feeds muscle without fanning inflammation. Keep preparation simple. Rub with olive oil, turmeric, and black pepper, then bake for 20 minutes at 190 degrees Celsius. The turmeric supplies curcumin, a natural anti-inflammatory. Eat the breast within 2 hours after walking or doing chair squats because muscle cells act like thirsty sponges during that window and pull amino acids inside to patch tiny tears. Protein without fuel is like bricks without mortar. Superfood 2, the sweet potato, provides that fuel. Its complex carbohydrates release energy slowly, avoiding the spike and crash pattern of sugary snacks. A medium tuber serves 25 grams of clean carbs and 4 grams of fiber. Fiber steadies blood sugar, leaving you powered for gardening, shopping, or a stroll in the park. Sweet potatoes also supply beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. Vitamin A acts as an antioxidant that protects muscle tissue from the oxidative stress of exercise. They add vitamin C for collagen formation, potassium to prevent cramps, and magnesium to relax blood vessels and improve sleep, the prime time for repair. Cooking is easy. Wash the skin, pierce with a fork, and bake for 45 minutes at 200 degrees. For a savory twist, slice rounds. Coat with olive oil and rosemary, and roast for 30 minutes. Add cinnamon for a sweet, anti-inflammatory touch. Because sweet potatoes provide slow fuel, eat half a tuber an hour before activity. You will notice more pep, fewer stumbles, and no midday slump. Real stories prove the point. Joe, 67, once worked a factory line. 5 years into retirement, he shuffled through the house clinging to counters. One icy morning, he slipped on his porch and cracked a rib. Hospital staff warned his leg muscles were dangerously thin. A therapist asked what he ate. Breakfast was white toast and jam. Lunch, instant noodles. Dinner, rice and pickles. Protein and complex carbs were missing. The therapist wrote a simple plan. Grilled chicken breast for lunch 3 days a week, a baked sweet potato before afternoon walks, and leafy greens at dinner. 8 weeks later, Joe could stand from a chair in 6 seconds instead of 12 and could climb public library stairs without stopping. Most important, he regained confidence, the true currency of independence. Before we close, know the price of weak legs. The World Health Organization lists falls as the second leading cause of accidental death worldwide. In the United States, hospital bills tied to falls cost seniors over $50 billion each year. Nearly 40% of nursing home admissions follow a fall rooted in leg weakness. Those numbers reveal how high the stakes are, yet they also show how much you can save, money, time, and dignity by acting now. Mistake 2 is reaching for pain pills instead of nutrients. Ibuprofen masks soreness, but can harm the stomach and raise blood pressure. When chicken provides amino acids and sweet potato offers antioxidants, inflammation drops naturally, and pain often fades without medication. Mistake 3 is lopsided protein timing. Many people eat most protein at dinner, yet research from the University of Texas shows that spreading protein evenly over the day builds more muscle. Aim for 25 grams at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A chicken breast at noon, yogurt in the morning, and fish at night meet this need. Shop smart. Buy chicken in bulk when it is on sale, portion, and freeze. Choose firm sweet potatoes and keep the skin on for extra fiber. Season wisely. Turmeric on chicken adds curcumin, a proven anti-inflammatory. A squeeze of lime over sweet potato adds vitamin C and bright flavor. Sweet potatoes also nurture the gut. Their fiber feeds friendly bacteria that create short-chain fatty acids. These compounds lower inflammation not just in muscles, but also in the brain, improving mood and sharpening focus. Clear thinking matters because balance begins in the mind. When you feel alert, you react faster to a slip. Catch yourself and stay upright. Chicken does more than build muscle. It supplies vitamin B6, which helps your body make hemoglobin. Hemoglobin carries oxygen to working legs. More oxygen means less early fatigue on walks. Combine these foods and you create synergy. Protein repairs, complex carbs fuel, vitamins protect, and minerals coordinate every contraction. Your kitchen turns into a training center, and every meal becomes a workout partner cheering you on. Use the chair rise test to track progress. Replace processed snacks with real protein and complex carbs, drink water, and move a little after every meal. 4 consistent weeks can cut your chair rise time in half and give you back the steady stride you deserve. We have explored only 2 of the 4 superfoods, yet the momentum is building. The next 2 may surprise you. One swims in cold northern seas and carries potent anti-inflammatory oils. The other grows close to the ground with leaves so rich in minerals, researchers call it nature's multivitamin. When these foods join chicken and sweet potato on your weekly menu, pain fades, energy rises, and independence returns. Stay tuned for part 2, where salmon and spinach complete the picture, and a 7-day menu turns every plate into muscle medicine. Your journey to stronger steps has only begun, and each stride now carries you farther from frailty and closer to freedom. Most people believe that the slow loss of leg power is an unavoidable toll of age, yet the truth is far kinder. You can build strong, steady legs at 70, 80, even 90 if you enlist the right foods every single day. In part 1, you met chicken breast and sweet potatoes, the muscle builder and the energy giver. Those two foods alone can lift you from fragile to fairly fit. But a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and your body still needs deeper repair. Hidden inflammation keeps joints puffy, tendons angry, and muscles unwilling to grow. Micronutrient gaps also creep in, draining balance and coordination. The next two superfoods strike directly at those secret saboteurs. They quiet swelling, fortify bone, flood every fiber with minerals, and light a fire under muscle protein synthesis. When they unite with chicken and sweet potato, the four form a complete circle of nourishment that turns every plate into a mini rehabilitation clinic for your legs. Picture yourself on a gray winter morning. You rise, swing your feet to the floor, and feel an ache bite through both knees. The temptation is to slump back into bed, but weakness only wins when you give it quiet permission. Instead, you head to the kitchen, where a pink fillet of salmon waits on a cutting board. Salmon is superfood 3. Its power lies in an oil so potent researchers call it molecular gold. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, flow through the fish's flesh like tiny firefighters. They enter your bloodstream and rush straight to inflamed tissues, dousing chemical sparks that make your knees puff and your calves throb. In 2024, scientists at the University of Copenhagen tracked seniors who ate salmon twice a week for 6 months. MRI scans showed a measurable drop in knee joint swelling and, even more impressive, a rise in fast-twitch muscle fibers that help you catch yourself when you stumble. One 3-ounce serving supplies about 20 grams of easy-to-absorb protein, enough to repair micro tears left from yesterday's walk without overwhelming digestion. Salmon is also one of nature's richest sources of vitamin D and selenium. Vitamin D works like a traffic cop directing calcium into bone, where it stiffens the lattice and keeps it from snapping under sudden load. Selenium hides inside antioxidant enzymes that guard muscle cells from free radical attack. Together, they create a shield that lets you train, garden, or dance without waking up sore for days. Cooking salmon is simpler than baking a cake. Lightly coat a fillet with olive oil, sprinkle dill and lemon juice, and roast for 12 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. The flesh turns opaque, flakes under gentle pressure, and fills your kitchen with a salty aroma that reminds you of seaside holidays. Eat it warm with a side of leafy greens and feel comfort soak through your joints. That leafy green is more than decoration. It is Superfood 4, spinach, and it delivers a broad spectrum of minerals that mature bodies desperately need. Spinach is packed with iron, magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Iron pairs with hemoglobin to ferry oxygen from lungs to working muscle. Magnesium sparks over 300 enzyme reactions, including the one that converts food into ATP, the molecule your muscles burn as fuel. Potassium keeps electrical signals humming along nerves, so every step is precise rather than shaky. Calcium, of course, is the backbone mineral, yet it also triggers the actin-myosin cross bridges that let muscle fibers slide and generate force. Without enough calcium, your brain may scream, "lift," but your legs whisper, "sorry." 1 cup of cooked spinach offers 5 grams of plant protein and nearly 1/5 of your daily magnesium target, all for under 50 calories. Spinach is one of the best dietary sources of vitamin K, a vitamin few people discuss yet everyone needs. Vitamin K activates osteocalcin, a protein that binds calcium into bone matrix, increasing bone density and reducing fracture risk. A 2023 meta-analysis in Nutrients reported that older women consuming higher vitamin K had a 30% lower chance of hip fracture. That is freedom insurance in leafy form. Toss spinach into a morning smoothie with banana and almond butter. Sauté it with garlic beside your salmon, or stir it into lentil soup so its soft leaves melt into the broth. The flavor is mild enough that even vegetable skeptics rarely object once it blends with spices. Now that you recognize the final two superfoods, the next step is weaving them into a life pattern that sticks. Random improvements yield random results. Consistent habits rewrite destiny. Start with breakfast, the meal many seniors skip or fill with white bread. Replace toast with a spinach and cheese omelet. 2 eggs give 14 grams of protein, while the spinach lifts mineral levels. The scent of garlic energizes mood, and a glass of water resets hydration after sleep. Lunch becomes the protein anchor. Grill a chicken breast ahead of time, slice it cold over romaine, and add chickpeas for extra fiber. A squeeze of lime heightens iron absorption from the spinach you ate earlier. Mid-afternoon often invites fatigue, so this is sweet potato hour. Bake 1 tuber, split it open, and dust with cinnamon. The slow-burn carbs keep blood sugar steady, preventing that dizzy spell that might topple you in the kitchen. Dinner is salmon night. Aim for 2 fillets a week. Alternate with sardines or trout if variety helps you stay loyal. Add roasted carrots and a cup of steamed spinach to wrap every mineral lane in your circulatory highway. Hydration deserves equal respect. Cartilage is 80% water. When you are dry, joints grind like a door without oil. Sip herbal tea or plain water throughout the day. Keep a bottle in every room so you do not rely on memory alone. Also remember protein timing. Muscle protein synthesis peaks when you consume at least 25 grams of protein every 4 to 6 hours. Spread intake across 3 meals rather than cramming it into one heavy dinner. Your body can only build so much at once, and the excess ends up as energy or waste. Exercise partners with food to seal gains. No expensive gym required. Practice a daily sit-to-stand drill using a sturdy chair. Perform 10 slow rises in the morning, 10 at noon, and 10 before bed. Each rep trains quadriceps, glutes, and core. Add calf raises while waiting for the kettle to boil. Walk after every meal, even if only around your living room on rainy days. Movement pushes amino acids into muscle and glucose into glycogen stores, where it waits as on-demand fuel instead of floating in the blood and causing damage. Let us test drive the plan with a 7-day template. Day 1, spinach smoothie for breakfast, chicken salad with avocado at lunch, baked sweet potato at 3 p.m., and sesame-crusted salmon at night. Day 2, Greek yogurt with berries and walnuts for dawn protein, leftover salmon mixed into brown rice at noon, apple slices with peanut butter for a magnesium boost mid-afternoon, then lemon garlic chicken and steamed spinach for supper. Day 3, oatmeal fortified with hemp seeds and banana, sweet potato and black bean bowl for lunch, cottage cheese and pineapple snack, turmeric roasted salmon with quinoa dinner. Rotate these ideas throughout the week so taste buds never tire. Prep ingredients on Sunday. Roast several chicken breasts. Bake 4 sweet potatoes. Wash a batch of spinach. Portion salmon in freezer bags. Convenience is the ally of consistency. Stories breathe life into rules. Susan, 71, dreaded stairs because each step stabbed her knees. She tried glucosamine pills, but relief was minimal. Her granddaughter, a nutrition student, suggested the 4-food plan. At first, Susan protested that salmon smelled too fishy, yet she agreed to try. They baked fillets in foil with lemon slices. The flavor was mild, the texture tender. Within 3 weeks, Susan's morning stiffness dipped by 40%. By week 6, she climbed the church steps unassisted. Her doctor measured a modest muscle gain in her thighs and, more telling, a 2-point rise in bone density after 12 months. Food had succeeded where supplements alone failed. Fear often returns at night, whispering that progress will vanish. Fight it with data. Keep a notebook. Record how many seconds you need to stand from a chair each Sunday, how far you walk without resting, and how steady your mood feels. Small wins accumulate like compound interest. A 10-second chair rise becomes 9. A quarter-mile walk grows to half a mile. Celebrate each advance because the brain responds to positive feedback by releasing dopamine, which reinforces new habits. Pair milestones with mini rewards: a favorite book, fresh flowers for the table, a video call with grandchildren. This emotional vitamin keeps motivation alive longer than willpower alone. Weight control is an added dividend. Protein boosts satiety, complex carbs blunt cravings, and omega-3s improve insulin sensitivity. Many seniors gain abdominal fat, which burdens joints and inflames tissues. Clinical nutritionists report that older adults substituting salmon for red meat twice weekly drop an average of 1 kilogram per month without hunger. That lighter frame means less load on ankles and hips, translating into smoother strides. Yet do not chase extreme calorie deficits. Muscles starve before fat does. Aim for modest, sustainable change. Suppose you dislike fish. Canned salmon mixed with mustard, diced celery, and whole grain crackers delivers identical nutrition minus the fillet look. Or explore sardines, mackerel, and even omega-3 fortified eggs. The goal is at least 500 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily. For spinach haters, try baby kale or Swiss chard, both mineral powerhouses. Steam briefly to soften cellulose and improve absorption. Blend greens into fruit smoothies to hide their taste. The sweetness of mango masks nearly any leafy hint. Medications can influence results. Statins sometimes trigger muscle soreness. If you notice unusual cramps, consult your physician about dosage adjustments and discuss how increased omega-3 intake may allow a gentler drug. Some blood thinners require steady vitamin K intake, not avoidance. This means eating a consistent amount of spinach rather than sudden large doses. Track your meals and share notes with your healthcare provider to maintain safe balance. Budget fears block many from buying salmon. Shop frozen fillets, which lock in nutrients and often cost less than fresh. Purchase sweet potatoes in large bags. They keep for weeks in a cool pantry. Spinach is inexpensive when bought loose or frozen. Chicken breast goes on sale frequently. Freeze in meal-sized portions. Compare these costs to a single physical therapy session after a fall, and the economics favor prevention tenfold. Sleep completes the repair cycle. Aim for 7 to 8 hours. Protein taken at dinner supplies amino acids all night. Magnesium in spinach relaxes muscles and calms nerves, improving sleep depth. Avoid heavy spices or fried fish at night to keep digestion smooth and heartburn at bay. A dark room, cool temperature, and limited screen time finalize the recipe for growth hormone release, which peaks during deep sleep and stitches torn muscle fibers stronger than before. Pain is not the only danger to legs. Circulation matters too. Omega-3s thin blood slightly, improving flow to distant capillaries in calf muscles. Iron from spinach increases red blood cell count, raising oxygen delivery. Together, they create an internal highway system that keeps tissues fed even when you sit for long periods, like on plane rides or long drives. Still, stand and stretch every hour to keep valves and leg veins working properly and to avoid swelling. Balance requires brain training. After breakfast, stand on one leg while holding the counter. Count to 10, switch legs, and repeat thrice. Better balance means fewer falls, saving joints from impact. The fast-twitch fibers you are rebuilding with salmon protein react faster to losses of equilibrium. Pair neurological drills with muscular nutrition, and you form a safety net from 2 angles. Depression can erode motivation. Interestingly, omega-3s also temper mood swings by modulating neurotransmitter pathways. Participants in a 2022 psychiatry research trial who consumed 2 grams of EPA per day reported a 45% drop in depressive symptoms after 12 weeks. A cheerful mind moves more, and movement sustains leg strength, creating a virtuous circle. Share meals with friends when possible. Social ties compound morale. As weeks roll into months, friends may notice your quicker step. They will ask your secret. Teach them the 4-food formula. Teaching reinforces learning, embedding the habit deeper in your own life. Start a small supper club where each person prepares one superfood dish. Exchange recipes and progress stories. Community is the ultimate accountability partner. Eventually, you will face travel, holidays, or illness that disrupt routine. Prepare an emergency kit, shelf-stable salmon pouches, small bags of mixed nuts for protein, dehydrated sweet potato chips, and powdered spinach that stirs into soups. This kit prevents total derailment and keeps your muscles supplied until normal cooking resumes. Consistency outweighs perfection. When you look back in a year, you will see 2 paths, the one you chose and the one you avoided. On the chosen path, your legs feel solid, your balance sure, and your independence intact. You climb stairs while others wait for elevators. You tie your shoes standing up. You lift suitcases into overhead bins without grimacing. On the neglected path would have been canes, walker rentals, perhaps a hospital bed. The fork is here now, and the foods are within reach. Let us close with action. Tonight, defrost a salmon fillet and place a sweet potato in the oven. While it bakes, sauté 2 handfuls of spinach in olive oil and garlic. Cook the salmon. Plate the trio. Sit tall. Breathe in the aroma, and thank yourself for the gift of renewed strength. Then share this video with a friend who needs the same gift. Subscribe for more senior-focused health lessons, and comment below which superfood you will try first. Your words may spark someone else's comeback. Stronger legs begin with simpler plates, and simpler plates begin with a single bite. Take that bite today and walk into tomorrow lighter, steadier, and unafraid.